Building Lego armies is the coolest thing ever. You buy a Lego set multiple times, grab the minifigures, throw away the parts, and there's your army. So today I will attempt to build the biggest Lego clone army in history. Let's begin. Many people build Lego clone armies, and we all know the legend Solid Brick Studios with over 5,000 clone troopers. You probably won't believe this, not David, but someone else holds the Guinness World Record for the biggest clone army. Lego. In 2008, LEGO set the Guinness World Record for the biggest LEGO Star Wars army, consisting of 35,000 minifigures. It's the same as if Elon Musk were to be displaying 100,000 Teslas during production and receiving an award for owning the most. That wouldn't be fair, right? LEGO can just simply gather all the minifigures from the factories, pay a couple of employees to set them up, and claim the record. That's just not how this army building gig should work. And if it wasn't enough, in 2019, LEGO beat their record with this massive Stormtrooper helmet made up of over 36,400 minifigures. So after learning this, I woke up with one goal: beat this record together with the LEGO community and show who's boss. So officially, this journey starts in 2015 when I started collecting LEGO Star Wars and got my very first Clone Trooper battle packs. Over the years, I threw a lot of money towards my clone army, and in 2020, I set up my entire army of 169 clone troopers. However, I really wanted to change this, so I set myself the goal to double my army in half a year. This means we're on the clock, boys. I tried to get as many clones as I could by buying loads of 501st battle packs and even some older sets from the Clone Wars. At the end of 2020, my army consisted of around 350 minifigures, which meant I had successfully hit my goal. In 2021, I wanted to get serious about building a bigger clone army, but I didn't have enough money, so I did the unimaginable and sold all of my video games. As a kid, I put countless hours into leveling up my GTA character and building a massive Minecraft world. But all of this has to go away for this army to grow, boys. Let's make some gains. Now that I was armed with a wallet full of cash, I could start buying clone troopers again. I really wanted to expand my 212 army because these battle packs are so nostalgic, so I bought 46 of these minifigures for around $700. And if that wasn't enough, I got even more 501st battle packs and made a tower with all of these sets. Then I started opening them, assembled all the minifigures, and threw the parts in a big bin. And with that, my clone army of 2021 got even bigger. Unfortunately, this resulted in my bankruptcy and I didn't buy any more clone troopers in 2021, but we did end up with over 600 clones. But that's nothing compared to my army of 2022. So 2022 rolled around, and with the release of the Clone Trooper accessory pack, I raced to the LEGO store and was able to get a hold of 10 of these. Unfortunately, there was a limit to how many you could buy, so the next day I called the LEGO store and explained that I wanted to build an army and wouldn't scalp these to resell them. But was this gonna work? The answer is yes, so I went to the LEGO store and got 15 more of these sets, and with these accessory packs, my army grew even more. Even with all these purchases, my army was still considerably small, and at this rate, I wouldn't even come close to beating the Guinness World Record until one day something magical happened to me. So here I was on my way home, casually scrolling through BrickLink, looking at some Clone Trooper deals, and suddenly stumbled upon a gift sent by the Force Ghosts looking after me. There was a BrickLink store with over 700 Phase 1 Clone Troopers, 727 to be exact, for only $7 a minifigure. This might seem expensive, and it most certainly is, but when I saw this, my world lit up. Most people sell Clone Troopers for $10 or more in this army building quantity, so I had to take my shot. There was one teeny tiny problem. I was broke down to my knees because of my Blackgate mock project from the Lord of the Rings. I literally had not a single penny left to spend on getting these clone troopers. This was the worst thing ever. Those 20 minutes in the tram felt like an eternity, and then suddenly it hit me. Well, it happened that I had a big pile of cash saved for my future. Not too much, but enough for a few years of university. So I was thinking I could use part of the money now to get these clone troopers and work for my education, or regret not buying this for my entire life. But no way I can do this. It's LEGO versus your future. Who would choose LEGO? I couldn't pass this amazing deal, guys. So I purchased the clone troopers, and within less than a month, they were shipped all the way from South Korea over to my country. When it arrived, I immediately opened the package and threw all the clone troopers on the table. Then I could finally start setting up this army, which took quite a bit of time, but the end result is amazing. This massive purchase brought my clone army to 1,460 minifigures, which means it's almost at 1,500. It consists of over 900 of the Phase 1 clone troopers and even 75 of the rare 212 clone troopers, which is insane. Aside from buying minifigures, I also have to add some vehicles, so I added 6 AT-APs, 3 clone turbo tanks, and a Republic gunship. Just the ATT is missing, so I grabbed 2 ATT sets which I've kept sealed since August, and I built them for my army to look way cooler. Then while filming a different video, I accidentally bumped into my Lego Republic gunship and it fell on the ground. So after repairing the gunship, I was really happy, but then this happened again with my AT-AP sets.
Oh man, you gotta be kidding me.
So here's the entire army of 1460 clone troopers with all the vehicles, and I even have a lot of different vehicles on my shelf, like too many 501st ATRTs. The clone army consists of 1460 clone troopers, which means we have to collect another 36,140 clone troopers to beat the Guinness World Record. The next few months I will try my best to purchase as many clone troopers as possible, but I'm gonna need your help. If one clone trooper equals around $10 to purchase, I would have to spend over $350,000, which is just impossible for me to do as a 19-year-old. I personally believe we should all work together to take back the Guinness World Record of the biggest Lego Star Wars army, because it's just unfair that Lego holds the record of their own product. So if we all work together to build this army, we can beat this unfair record and take the cup for the biggest Lego clone army back into the hands of the Lego community. Just imagine how fast we could get the record if 40,000 people only donated 1 clone trooper to the army. We would have the record in no time. When we get this record, I want to make sure that Guinness will write down the names of every person who helped build this clone army. It's gonna be a tough ride, but certainly worth it. On top of that, after beating the record, I will give a massive portion back to the people who support this series, especially the fans who don't have enough money to build a huge army, because Lego is all about sharing. So if you want to support building the biggest Lego clone army in the world, you can send a clone trooper to my PO box in the description down below, or even sign up for a monthly tier on my Patreon, where you can see extra progress of the clone army. All profits will be used for building the massive clone army. If you have any questions about how to support the army, let me know in the comment section down below, and in the meantime, I will search the internet for some discounts on the new 501st Battle Pack, so see you at the next milestone.